Hi there. In this video today I'm going to try and explain a number of media theories, including the hypodermic needle or syringe, two-step flow, cultivation, and identification/sensitization. Now, during this I will utilise some research I have undertaken over the past couple of days and bring that so you can see it. Well, I'll tell you it. Censorship as well, I've already mentioned, will be looked into as there is some controversy of this out there. Okay, in the first part we're going to be talking about the hypodermic needle theory. Now, it can also be called the hypodermic syringe model. It's basically suggesting that that media is directly received into the viewer, the audience, me, you, your cat, your dog, your family. So, for example, a number of years ago there was an incident with a young child who went round and killed, I believe it was 5 people. His excuse, I'm Rambo. Now, that is a real life example of a hypodermic needle model. Now, I asked a number of people whether they agreed or disagreed with this model. The general response I got was they disagreed because they said it depends on the individual, on the one person. It depends on me, it depends on you, it depends on your family, your granddad, your uncle, your budgie. So, it depends on the individual. So if you individually go and watch a film, you may be somehow affected by that. I can't say, because I'm not you. So you have got to decide for yourself. Okay, next. Two-step flow. It's another media theory, and it's basically, in basic terms, it's where you are influenced by the media second-hand. Not first-hand, second-hand. First, second, get that in your head. First, not second. Now, the majority, most people, to you and me, receive much of their media influence second-hand. Now that could be through, you hear it at work. You hear it from college, from school, from somewhere, like for example a teacher, dang it, could say, okay class, next week we're going to be watching Life of Brian. And you could be doing a religious ethics class. So whether you're affected or not by that depends how religious you are. If you're a ridiculously strong Christian, you could be really affected by it. Or if you're open to other ideas, you may not be. Which is, it results back to you being individual. It goes back to saying, yeah, I'm me. I'm not a sheep. I'm not a flock. I'm not a sheep. Now again, I went and researched this. I asked people. I asked a couple of people. I can't remember how many it was. I think it was about 10 people I asked. And the majority, I think 9 of them said that, again, it depends on the individual. The other person just said, we're all sheep. We're all robots. Now, I ain't a robot, but... So, we're all individual. You're going to receive it differently, even if you receive it second-hand. Thirdly, another media theory for you is cultivation. Now, it suggests that exposure to television, to the television, to films, to films, you will slowly be influenced by watching these films. Like, for example, if you watch Stealth over and over, it may make you want to become a fighter pilot. If you watch Independence Day over and over again, you may want to become a pilot. You may want to go off and shoot aliens. I don't know. I ain't you. It's similar. You watch Ghostbusters, you're going to want to go and bust ghosts. Pretty sick, come on. It's the same with video games, if you think about it. If you play video games all the time, for example, if you play Red Dead Redemption repeatedly, you're going to want to be a cowboy. I guarantee you. If you play this game, you are going to want to be a cowboy, because being a cowboy is just awesome. And if you're exposed to this kind of stuff the whole way through your life, you're not going to be affected by it. Like, there's bits in this game that are quite creepy and quite freaky, actually. I'm not going to tell it, because unless you haven't played the game, go play it. If you're allowed. You may be affected, you're definitely going to be affected differently. Like, if you love the Western genre, you're going to love the game. If you don't like Western genre, you may not. Again, if you don't like fantasy or sci-fi, you might not like X-Men. You might not like any of them. But then again, if you love films for what they are, you might just love it. I've gone off a tangent. So, cultivation, if you're exposed over time, it subtly like converts you almost. Like, if from the age of 1 you watch horror films, say you've watched The Exorcist all your life, you're not going to be affected by The Human Centipede. The Human Centipede, freaky ass film. You watch that, and if you've watched that since you're 1 year old or something, you ain't going to be affected by The Exorcist. You're not going to be affected by Alien, the thing bursting out of the chest. You ain't going to be affected by it. Again, to be honest, if you see something funny to do with that film, there's a clip on YouTube of a Mickey take of where it bursts out of his chest and it starts singing "Hello my baby, hello my honey." I don't find that scary anymore. When I first saw it, I found it scary as hell. I don't think it's scary, I think it's quite funny now, actually. So, if you're exposed to different things over time, you're going to be pretty slowly affected by it. Now again, I asked these same people and each one of them agreed with this. They agreed. The first one we've had all of them agreeing on, so we better keep this up. They agreed. Good sign. So, again, you're individual. So keep it. Okay, time to talk about censorship. Now then, censorship is basically certificates. Now, it's also, as soon as you hear the word censorship, you may think, oh my god, it's porn. No. You may also think, oh my god, blood! Excessive blood! No. Well, yes. Partially. It's also DVDs. X-Men. It's a 12. Gladiator. It's a 15. Games. Red Dead Redemption. It's an 18. Well, that helped. Screw you. So censorship. You need to decide whether you agree with it or not. I asked a couple of people. Mostly they agree. One person actually said they don't. Like, they think Alien should be a 12. Even though, graphically, you get the thing bursting out of the guy's chest. That's graphic. But now we've seen it, we just think, ooh, tomato ketchup. It might be. We don't know. We're not the filmmakers. Interesting fact, that was actually genuine fear on those actors' faces. If you don't believe me, find out for yourself. Someone else did say, well, yeah, of course we need it. We don't want screaming kids running around in an 18 film. Fine. It's your perspective. Decide whether you agree with it or not. I know I do. I don't want kids screaming around in a film that I'm trying to watch and enjoy. So that's it for our little chat today. I hope it's been informative to you. I know it has for me. I've learned quite a bit. So good night. Keep on striving.